The question of whether physical exercise or dietary change has a greater impact on brain health and cognitive aging is not just academic. It's a critical concern for millions aiming to preserve memory, mental clarity, and independence into old age. Both exercise and diet are known to influence brain aging, but which one matters more? The honest answer is complex. While both are essential, physical activity may exert a more immediate and profound influence on the structure and function of the aging brain, but without proper nutrition, its benefits are significantly blunted. Let's begin with physical exercise. Aerobic activity, in particular, is one of the few interventions repeatedly shown to stimulate the growth of new brain cells, especially in the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and learning. Even moderate exercise, such as brisk walking for 30 minutes a few times a week, has been associated with larger brain volume, better executive function, and a lower risk of dementia. The benefits of movement extend well beyond oxygenation and blood flow. Exercise increases levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that helps protect neurons, encourages the growth of new synapses, and improves brain plasticity. It also reduces inflammation, enhances mood through neurotransmitter regulation, and promotes deeper sleep, all of which are directly linked to cognitive resilience. In fact, some studies have found that consistent exercise can delay the onset of Alzheimer's even in people with genetic predisposition. The protective effects are especially striking in those with vascular risk factors like hypertension or insulin resistance, both of which are common contributors to brain decline. In short, exercise doesn't just slow aging. It may literally remodel the aging brain to function more youthfully. But the brain cannot thrive on movement alone. Without the right nutrients, exercise is limited in what it can achieve. Diet provides the raw materials the brain needs to repair itself, generate neurotransmitters, and maintain the integrity of nerve cells. Nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, antioxidants, and polyphenol help neutralize the oxidative stress and inflammation that build up with age and worsen brain degeneration. Diet also affects gut health, blood sugar regulation, and hormonal stability, all factors with known links to cognition. Diets high in ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, and inflammatory fats can sabotage the benefits of exercise, leading to insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, and increased amyloid accumulation in the brain. So while exercise may improve circulation and promote new brain connections, a poor diet can erode the structural and chemical environment in which those improvements need to take place. Some of the most powerful evidence comes from combined intervention studies. Trials that examine both diet and exercise together tend to show the greatest improvements in memory, attention, and processing speed, especially in older adults at risk for dementia. For example, the Finnish finger study demonstrated that a multi-domain approach, including healthy eating, physical activity, and cognitive training, could slow cognitive decline even in those with high genetic risk. But when broken down, exercise often accounts for the fastest and most dramatic changes, while diet exerts a more gradual but stabilizing effect. That said, there are caveats. Exercise benefits tend to be more reversible if you stop the cognitive gains decline quickly. Diet's effects, though slower to manifest, may be more foundational and enduring. Moreover, for individuals with poor metabolic health, inflammatory conditions, or vitamin deficiencies, dietary correction may be the essential first step before exercise can exert full brain benefits. Also worth noting, not all forms of exercise are equal. Resistance training has been shown to support executive function and emotional regulation, while coordination-based movement, like dance or martial arts, may enhance brain regions involved in planning and spatial awareness. Ideally, a varied routine combining aerobic, strength, and balance exercises offers the most robust cognitive protection. So which is more important, diet or exercise? The realistic answer is, it depends on where you're starting. For someone sedentary, movement may bring the biggest initial cognitive lift. For someone eating poorly, dietary change may provide the foundation that unlocks exercise's full potential. But in the long term, neither is optional. Diet and exercise are synergistic, not interchangeable. The real danger lies in assuming one can substitute for the other. You cannot outrun a junk food diet, and you cannot eat your way out of the consequences of a sedentary life. For a brain that stays sharp, adaptable, and emotionally resilient into older age, both pillars must be in place: movement to stimulate and rewire the brain, nutrition to nourish and protect it. Ultimately, the question isn't which is more important, but whether we're willing to give the aging brain the full support it needs. In a world increasingly threatened by cognitive decline, doing both may be the only truly protective strategy we have.